Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this episode we're going to be doing two projects. First is going to be kind of a major one and one not so major, but I still want to go ahead and get it done. So the first project is going to be the brake lighting here on the Trailblazer. So for a while now I've been having an intermittent issue where my brake lights sometimes they'll come on and sometimes they won't. As you notice, I do have my factory taillights back in for the moment. I was trying to troubleshoot the issue. So, as some of you guys have seen my other stuff, you know, I have a set of LED tails in here. So, when I started having the issue, I was like, okay, well, let's see, what could be the problem? For a while I had a set of load resistors mounted back here because of my LED turn signals up front. Well, you know, I installed that LED flasher unit, so I didn't need the load flashers anymore. Well, I started noticing the issue again with my brake lights. I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's an issue with the wiring back here. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's part of the problem. So I checked all that. It seemed fine, and of course, when you think about it, if it's just wiring on the tails, third brake light should have worked no problem. It's like, okay, but so since I was still seeing a problem, I swapped out back to the factory tails just to make sure, because I know on that truck the LED tails I had on it were messing up, and I wasn't getting any brake lights at all. At least that's from what I could see. And after I swapped out my factory tails back into that thing's been perfectly fine. But anyway, here's a little clip from the other night for me doing some testing with the tail lights up against my gate here, so you can actually kind of see what I was going through. I'm having intermittent issue with my brake lights. So let's see here. I'm touching it, nothing. You can kind of see, there we go. If I'm fluttering the brake a bit, so I'm wondering if that's my my brake switch then, because I don't have my LED tails in, just had the LED third brake light. So I put the factory tails back in, so okay, see, now it's working. And there we go. Now it's not working again. Okay. So I obviously think that my issue is with my brake switch, but for some of you guys who don't know, there are a couple things you can also check first. So on the Trailblazers, you have two different fuse boxes that you can check for blown fuse. Obviously, I don't think that's not my issue, because my brake lights do work occasionally. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So if it was a fuse, it wouldn't work whatsoever. So on the Trailblazers, under the fuse box, we have this nice diagram here. So let's see. Number 12, stop lamp. So we find number 12. That's this 25 amp one right here. So of course my fingers are too big to get that out. Hold on. Okay. Grab this out of needle nose. Okay. So let's see here. And I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but the fuse is not blown, just as I thought. So we'll go ahead and put that one back. And put the cover back on. All right, let's check the second spot. Which is under the back seat on the driver's side. Okay. Yep. And according to the diagram, all right, 51, it's a 10A. Okay, so this back one right here. And not sure if you guys can see, but not blown. Put that back. And then cover this back up. There we go. So, as I was saying, my issue, I think, is my brake switch. So here is a new one. And brake switch is mounted up here on the pedal. See right there. So let's go ahead and swap that out and see if that corrects my issue. So I also wanted to quickly mention some other issues you could have with your brake lights. Obviously, you could have a bulb issue, or with Trailblazers and some other GM vehicles, you have these circuit boards. And sometimes these circuit boards can go bad and you have to replace that. So keep in mind that you may not just have a bulb issue, you may have a circuit board. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to start by removing the underside dash panel, which is held in by 7mm nuts. I'm missing that one. I think I'm missing another one too. Oh, there we go. It just gives you easier access. Alright, I went ahead and finished removing the dash piece. On this part, you just squeeze in, pull it out for your flasher unit. Just push on that. That slides out, and then unbolt the ODB2 connection. Okay, so for the connector, you're actually going to be pressing in on a piece that's right here. So let's go ahead and do that. A little hard to do one-handed, so let me get that unhooked real quick. Alright guys, so what I ended up doing was pushing in on the connector piece and then taking another screwdriver from the side to pop the connector out, and the clip that holds the switch on is a bit of a pain. What I ended up doing, see if I can hold this, is the bolt, I guess you want to call it, a rod, comes through here, and this part of the clip snags onto it. So what we have to do is, I took a little small screwdriver and held another one over on this side and just pried that up and then popped it off. So now all we should need to do is pull this off. Let's see. Well, that came apart. Well, heck. Like I said, just snaps it back together, but made in Mexico. Okay. Old versus new. All right. So we'll go ahead and put the new one in. Okay. So what I did is I pushed the rod over here back out, and then I was able to slip this piece over and that down. So we'll put connector in. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got that. Now let's get the clip on. There we go. Clips back on. Okay. So, as we're saying, unhook that connector right there. How to use, screwdriver to push it on the pin and then lift it up from the side. That clip, we had to push it, kind of pry out from the where that clip wraps around that rod, and then slip the switch out, slip the new one in, put the clip on, and reconnect it. So now we can test our brakes and see if they're better. Well, I'm seeing them. I'm not sure if you're actually seeing them in the video because I have the tint on there, but everything looks like it's working. I'll go ahead and do another part of the video this evening just to make sure, since the other mod that I was talking about now is actually going to be replacing these. So I'll give it a few hours for the sunlight to kind of go away, and then we'll go ahead and do these. Alright guys, so now it's nighttime, so let's take a look at the brake lights better now. Yeah, looks good to me. Alright, so now on to the second project I was talking about. These bulbs. Okay, so let me go back into this a little bit further. I'm gonna have to grab my screwdriver. But one of the big reasons why I'm going ahead and swapping out bulbs again is because of my license plate light. Notice this one is kind of flickering, so I need to replace that. Also, the lights are kind of okay, but they give off this kind of blue light, and that one just flickers a little bit too. And that one. So, time to change these out. Okay. You can stop complaining. So what we got here. Instead of these Yorkums from I got on Amazon, $10, and they come in like 5 different colors. So of course I want to show 4 here, but the website said 5. I was almost considering red, but I was like, nah, maybe not. All right, I won't be changing the back one. You notice that's actually more of a white anyways. So, and it's actually a different bulb. So, easy way to do this is take a little flathead screwdriver and come in from the side here and hey, look, it got brighter. Okay. So, do that pretty quick. Let's get the, should get the bulbs out. So, these actually look about the same as the others. Same kind of style anyways. So let's go ahead and swap this out. Now it does matter which way you plug these in, but the only way to find out, okay, that was the right way. That is a heck of a lot brighter than before. And it's an actual like white light. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. No, that's not all. That's still sticking out. There we go. So, like I said, that is a big difference in just those. Let's go ahead and swap that one out. Yep. Oh. All right. Cool. I mean, yeah, that is big light difference in here. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that, and then we'll go on to the outside lights. All right. So we have the corner lights here. That one, this side's actually not as good one to show, and too bad. Well, the lights on this side, on the other side. Let's see. Okay. Let me flip that on. You see that one? Yeah, it's flickering, of course. Go go ahead and swap it out. Make sure it's on the... There we go. Toss that in. Slightly different color. But there's that one. And let me go ahead and do the other side. Alright. We have those in. Looking good. Now for the license plate light. Alright. So as we were saying, this one's really the problem one. But I'm going to replace both of them. So let's go ahead. For these, all you got is little Phillips screws on each side. Pop that out. That is actually filthy. Grab the bulb. And wow. All right. All right. It's a bit of a difference. So I'll go ahead and take care of this one, and then we should be good. All right, there we go. That one switched out. So today, swapped out the brake light switch, so I don't have to worry about someone rear-ending me, especially when I head down to Bowling Green for the LS Fest next week. And I have some really good lighting, so I don't have to possibly worry about a cop giving me crap about a light flickering on my license plate. So, alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them below, or any suggestions maybe on other videos you might want to see regarding the Trailblazers. You know, just leave them below. And if it's your first time stopping by the channel, please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.